desperate.
Well, if you thought this Olympics couldn't get any dumber, you got Olympic swimmers vomiting themselves to death after swimming in a poop-filled river. You've got a satanic opening ceremony. You got a dude with his testicles out at the opening ceremony, right next to a little kid. And then you've got the whole women's boxing situation, where now, here you go, you're going to have these two fighting it out for the gold. This is what a very interesting situation we have over here, because call me crazy. Well, you're a transphobe or a human phobe or an Olympic phobe or an Algerian phobe. I'm not quite sure what the stupid lefties are calling us lately, but no, oh my God, these are definitely stunning and brave women's. Stunning and brave women's who don't need no mans, of course, which is a little bit weird because you're saying that they're being bullied so bad. Stunning and brave women always being bullied so bad, which is weird. It seems like those are conflicting ideals. Anyhow, they're telling you that this individual right here is definitely for serial as a woman. How do we know this? Well, showing her birth certificate and family photographs to the media, her father said, quote, "My child is a girl. She was raised as a girl. She's a strong girl. I raised her to work and be brave." Well, that second part might have fallen through, though. If this stunning and brave Lemix over here is crying because mean people are saying mean things on the inner zones, not necessarily brave. Unless, again, you guys have changed the definition of brave, like you changed the definition of herd immunity in vaccine and global warming. But anyhow, brave is the next one. Clean elections, change that definition too. Weird. I don't care that you have pictures or a birth certificate from Algeria. I don't care. I don't care. Both of these individuals right here are not allowed to box in the Women's International Boxing League. They're not allowed to. Why not? Because both of these individuals failed a gender test. Their chromosomes came out XY. Now, maybe it was XXY, right? Maybe it was XXY, and we got hermaphrodites over here. Nothing wrong with that. Nobody's trying to shame anybody for having I guess that would be a birth defect? A sex disorder? No one's trying to shame you for that. We're just saying there's a Y chromosome in there where there's not supposed to be a Y chromosome. You might have two X's, but there's also a Y, which is why you are not allowed to box in that International Women's Boxing League. You both failed this test. Now, the two people that failed this test are now going to be fighting it out for the gold over here. I don't think that's an accident. When you got that pesky Y chromosome floating around your bodies, you're going to have a higher increased amount of testosterone. Your bone density is going to be higher, and your muscle mass, because of your increased testosterone and your increased bone density, will be higher. That Y chromosome is what people have a problem with. Now, again, you could have a sexual disorder, and the doctor could have said this. You lefties are all screaming about this, by the way. You're all screaming about this. Misdiagnosed at birth. Now, granted, the vast majority of you are just mentally ill. This individual might have actually been misidentified at birth because of a chromosomal issue. A micropenis. Undeveloped genitalia. And so I wouldn't be shocked if an Algerian doctor without electricity said, that's probably a girl. And you raised this individual as a girl. Wouldn't be shocked. The problem is, when you get to a place that has fucking electricity and tests and can sequence DNA, and we go through stuff, we go, oh yeah, no, we gotta test your blood over here because we want to make sure that people with Y chromosomes aren't beating up women over here without a Y chromosome. Both of those individuals failed. And now both of those individuals are going to be fighting it out for the gold medal in women's boxing. And the only thing that you lefties are sitting there screaming about is, well, we got pictures and we got a birth certificate. Again, I don't give a fuck about a birth certificate from Algeria. Holy balls. Nothing against you Algerians. I'm just sitting here going, what is the GDP of Algeria? Right? What is your main export? What are you guys doing over there? Right? No shame. No shame or anything. I'm just, I'm sitting there going, we've got an international boxing league that can test for chromosomes, and I'm going to take their word over it before I take anybody else's word for it because they're showing me pictures or they're showing me an Algerian birth certificate. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about any of that. And again, what are the odds that the two people not allowed to be in the International Women's Boxing League are the two people who are going to fight it out for the gold over here? What are the odds of that? Huh, Abe? If they're lacking a Y chromosome. So, the left wants to make this about transgenderism, or it wants to make it about hate speech, or it wants to make it, I want to make it about science. All these motherfuckers have been screaming about science lately, don't want to talk about science anymore. And then when you do bring up science, they go, well, that's a Russian-backed, Russia. Oh yeah, Russia cares so much. When you point out the chromosomes, they go, well, that's a Russian-backed federation. The Russians tested them. Okay. So there you go, lads. That is going to be the... you poor ladies out there. That's going to be your... one of these two stunning and braves is going to take home the gold. Fascinating. Fascinating. Everybody knew that was going to end up, by the way. The odds makers were like, oh, shit. We got two women with Y chromosomes. They're going to make it to the end. Wow, the betting office knew about this weeks ago. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching the video. Support the channel. We kept up to date with this nonsense. Hit that subscribe button and make way, because the salt must flow.